Good morning, everyone. So, can you say which organisms means living things should play major role to providing food and oxygen to us? Can you say anybody? It's okay. So, in this universe, the only living things which can provide food and oxygen to the other living things are called plants. Phototropic organisms. Autotrophic organisms. They are nothing but plants. They are nothing but plants. So plants should play major role for providing food and oxygen to the all other living things in this universe. So that here, can you observe what are the parts? What are the parts having the plant? So what are the parts? So generally the plant having the following parts: root, stem and branches and flowers and fruits. So the major parts we can see in a tree are plant, root, stem, twigs, flowers and fruits. Flowers and fruits. Flowers and fruits. So here, can you say anybody which parts are attracted? Means which parts of the plant colorful in a tree or in a plant. So the colorful parts, the attracted parts of the plant are known as flowers. Are known as what? Flowers. So what are the attracted parts of the plant? Flower. So today we are going to discuss about parts of a flower. Parts of a flower. So generally flowers are attached to a twig or branches with the help of a stalk. So here we can see a flower. So generally we can see a flower. So this is the flower. So the flower consists a stalk. This stalk help to the connect to the twig or branch. This is called pedicel. This is called what? Pedicel. This is called what? Pedicel. So with the help of pedicel, flower is attached to the twig or branches. So now next to go to that, what are the remaining parts? So if you take any flower, generally they consist of four floral parts. How many floral parts? Four floral parts. So these four floral parts are arranged in a orle. So at the terminal part of the pedicel, there will be a swollen part is there. In this swollen part, the floral parts are present in a whorl. So generally, you take any flower, how many parts we can see? Four floral parts. So these four floral parts are arranged in a whorl. Like this manner, they are arranged on the floral parts which are arranged on the at the terminal part of the pedicel. That part is called what? Thalamus. This is called what? Thalamus. So four floral parts are arranged on the thalamus in a whorl, or circle, or a circle. So in a circle. So the first whorl, second whorl, third whorl, fourth whorl. First circle, second circle, third circle, fourth circle. So already previous I said, any flower generally it consists of 4 floral parts. These 4 floral parts arranged in a circle or whorl are located on the thalamus. So now let us take the first whorl or first circle. The first whorl of a flower. So this is the first whorl. So these are the first whorl. So the first whorl of the flower. This first whorl of flower is called calyx. Also called sepal. Sepals. The first whorl of a flower. This is the first whorl of a flower is called calyx or sepal. They are green in color. You take in any flower, they are in green in color. So what are the functions of calyx or sepal? Means because of their green color, they protect the inner parts. Next, go to the second whorl or second circle. So the second circle, generally we can see when we remove the first floral parts, that is calyx and corolla, the second whorl we can see. So the second whorl are these second whorl. So these second whorl or second floral parts are called corolla or petals. Corolla or petals. They are in different flowers, different color. For example, we are taking this flower. In this flower, the corolla or petals are red in color. When you take jasmine, the corolla or petals are white in color. So in some of the flowers, yellow in color. So in this way, the second whorl of floral parts such as petals or corolla, different colors in different flowers. So what are the functions of second whorl? The second whorl functions are mainly they are attracted the insects. Because of they have bright color, and they attract the insects and facilitate the pollination. So what are the second whorl of floral parts? The function is what? Because of they are bright in color, they attract the insects and facilitate the pollination. Now the third circle or third whorl are called androecium, also called stamens. So here we can see the green color are called calyx or sepal. The red color is called what? Petals or corolla. Now third whorl or stamens. So in this flower you can see that 6 stamens you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stamens. So the third whorl is called what? Generally we should call androecium. Androecium consists of what? Stamens. So stamens, they are the male reproductive organs in a flower. Stamens are male reproductive organs in a flower. So when you take a stamen, each stamen consists of 2 parts. The swollen part is called anther. The stalk part is called what? Filament. So when you take a stamen, complete stamen, the terminal part, it is a swollen part, is called what? Anther. The filament, the stalk part is called what? filament. The stalk part is called what? Filament. So each stamen consists of two parts. The stalk part is called filament. The swollen part is a terminal part of the filament is called what? Anther. So anther consists pollen grains. Anther consists pollen grains, means it develops the pollen grains inside the anther. So these are the pollen grains. Pollen grains. So next go to the fourth or inner part of the flower, means the fourth whorl, the center part. So the center part of the flower occupies by the gynosium or pistil. Gynosium or pistil. The center part or the fourth whorl of floral parts in a flower is called a gynosium or pistil. So the pistil or the gynosium consists of three parts. Down the swollen part is called ovary. Middle pillar like structure is called style. So style end with a swollen part is called stigma. So androsium or pistil, it consists three parts. Down swollen part is called ovary. The pillar like structure is called what? Style. Style end with a swollen part is called what? Stigma. So in this way, a pistil or the gynosium consists of three parts: ovary, style, stigma. So inside the ovary, you can see so calyx are the first whorl, and next go to the second whorl. So these are the second whorl. The second whorl parts of a flower are called corolla. Second whorl parts of a flower are called corolla. And third whorl, when you go to the third whorl. So the third whorl consists stamens. Third whorl consists stamens. So these are the stamen. Now I can take one stamen. So one stamen it consists two parts. The stalk part is called filament and the swollen part is called anther. So this anther inside there will be later the pollen grains are developed. So each stamen consists two parts. The stalk part is called filament. The swollen part is called anther. Inside the anther pollen grains are present. So these stamens total together is called androsium. So all these stamens which are together called what? Androsium. So androsium is the male reproductive parts. Androsium are the male reproductive parts. These are the stamens, male reproductive parts. Let us go to the gynosium. So gynosium, so this is the gynosium. So this is the gynosium. Gynosium is also called pistil. The pistil, so down part it is the swollen part. It is called ovary. The filament part is called what? Style. The pillar like structure is called style, and this is called stigma. The terminal part of the pistil is called what? Stigma. So gynosium or pistil consists of three parts: ovary, style, stigma. Ovary, style, stigma. So inside the ovary there will be ovules are present. Ovules are present. So when you take a flower, mainly two important from the four floral parts, two important floral parts we can say, that is the androsium and gynosium. Because of androsium are the male sex organs and gynosium is the female sex organs. So if the flower consists both androsium and gynosium, that flower is called a bisexual flower. Bisexual flower. Bisexual flower means a flower consists of both sexes, that is androsium and gynosium. Such flowers are called what? Bisexual flower. Now let us take what is complete flower. What is a complete flower? When we should say a complete flower? So a complete flower consists of 4 floral parts: calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. That flower is called what? Complete flower. So what is incomplete flower? If any flower three from if any flower uh, if any floral part is absent, that is anyone, either gynoecium or androecium or calyx or corolla, if anyone is absent, so it is called incomplete flower. Incomplete flower. For example, if in this flower, when you erase that gynoecium, that is called male flower, because of it consists only stamens, so it is called male flower. So next, when you take another, if any another flower, if gynoecium is present and stamens are absent, now that flower is said to be female flower. Female flower. So in this way, we should know that 4 terminologies. So what are the essential floral parts of the flower? 2: gynoecium and androecium. What are the non-essential? So what are the non-essential? What are the non-essential floral parts means? That is calyx and corolla. Calyx and corolla. So once you have to remind about flower. So flowers are the sexual organs in a plant. Means, so plant reproduce by the flowers, by the flowers through the sexual reproduction, so that plants flowers should play a major role for carrying out sexual reproduction. So there is a question: which parts of a plant should carry out sexual reproduction? Means flowers. Why? Because they have sex organs. So